tutorial for EDC.
All of the information can be found on the second page of our newsletter.
The makeup that you will need is the Bloom Tarte collection, black mascara, black eyeliner, wherever that went. You will need the spray from Sephora or Dior brands to match your skin tone, the Tarte highlighter, eyelashes, the 33s. We also use the Lip Sense Blue Red, I believe is the name of this. Yes, Blue Red. And, oh, the blush. This is Dream Bouncy Blush, and it's Pink Plum is the color. And now Olivia will be showing you what you need to do on her lovely assistant, Annabelle. The first thing you do is you take the Air Spray foundation from Sephora and you spray it all over your brush, and then you evenly put it on your face. Moms, you can even do this while a child is still laying in bed. I have done that many times.
To me?
And to Olivia.
You could even add more.
Yes, you can even add more. Sephora will do a skin match for you if you go into their store. You really want to make sure it's nice and blended.
It always matters when it's blended.
It does, doesn't it? You don't want any lines. This color is a little light for Annabelle because this is Olivia's color. And you go to the store and go to Sephora and buy each one of them their own colors. Yeah. Okay, once that is nice and even, then the next step is the highlighter. You just need a little bit of this highlighter, a little dot. It goes a long way, and you're going to take this across the brow and down the nose. And then you're going to go underneath the nose, like you're going to go straight down the nose line, underneath the nose, right above the lip, the chin, all the way down. You're just drawing a straight line down your face. You blend it in. Olivia, did you do, we're not to the eyes yet. Did you go underneath her nose, down her chin? Okay. And then you also dab it under your eyes. Hide those bags. Nice and smooth. Oopsie.
Sure.
I think you poked her in the eye. So once you are done with that, you should look like this. Nice and smooth, no lines, a little brighter, a little more awake, a little rosier. Olivia, what are you going to do next? The eyes?
Eyes, I think.
Okay. For the eyes, you have to use tape. And this tape will, I know. This tape creates a shelf. You tape it from the corner of the eye up into the eyebrow.
Hey,
the corner
keep your
of the
eyes
eyebrow.
open.
She can close them, you can do it. You want to make sure that's nice and smooth against the skin. This will pull off a little bit of the foundation, so you may have to go back and do a spot check. Want to make sure it's nice and pressed down so the eyeshadow cannot get underneath there. Now, when we start the eyes, hang on, it's clearing. You want to start with Jet Setter. Can you point to that, Olivia, please? The Jet Setter is right there at the top of the palette. You want to get that nice and coated on your brush
And it even says at the bottom.
Yeah, it does even say it right there at the bottom. And then this is gonna go all over her eye. Annabelle, can you tilt just a smidge up, please, so that I can get a better angle? Thank you. Even all the way up to the brow. All over, very nice. You don't need much of this if your skin is light. If your skin is, sorry, Annabelle's a little under the weather. If your skin is darker, you may have to use more. And if you have brown skin, then you will need to use a primer before you begin putting any eyeshadow on. I believe I may have some of my own personal makeup bag that I can show. Olivia's just gonna work on the other eye. Once the base coat has been put on, the next step that I do is Rockstar. And Rockstar is right next to Jet Setter, and you put a little bit on a flat brush. And that's gonna go right in the crease, and it's gonna create definition. Really make the eyes pop.
Hey, don't squint.
Olivia, I think for the sake of time, we're just gonna do one eye, okay?
Okay.
After you do Rockstar in the crease, your next step is gonna be Funny Girl. And that's in the corner, and you wanna use a small little brush because that's just gonna be dabbed right in the corner of her eye. Oops. And it's okay to really get in there and put it on like a little bit of her bridge of her nose. Because what you're gonna do is that makes the eye really pop. So what I like to do with the Funny Girl, look here, guys, is I like to get it right in there so that you can really see it nice and bold, right in the crease of that eye. Perfect. Okay, and then your last step, the whole reason that you have the tape on your face is you're gonna mix Smoke Show and Activist. And then this does not take a lot if you are light, a pale skin person, like my children tend to be. And you just do a little triangle right in the corner. Okay, and then once you pull that tape off, this is gonna be beautiful, guys. Look at this. A nice, clean little triangle shelf there, and her tape wasn't smooth. So if your tape isn't smooth and you get a little bit of excess underneath, you can just dab that with the concealer again, or, hang on Annabelle, close your eye. Okay. And you can always fix that. Very nice. So once you've removed the tape and you've fixed any little areas that are troublesome, then you're gonna put on your eyelashes. Now Olivia and I are gonna have to switch for the village, that's okay. It kind of does look really dark, but that's okay because they're just so pale, and she's showing exactly how to do it. So you match the, well, how is it matching? What day? You match the eyelash with the eye that it goes under if you're holding it like this. So this one is gonna be that eye for her. I actually have to put it on because we have to show. I know. Most of them do not love this part, as you can see. Again, this is also something else that you can do while they are resting.
Can I put this off when we're done?
Yes. As soon as we're done with the video, you can take it off.
Only the eyelashes, because I like the makeup on me.
Okay. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to get as close to their eyelash bed as possible. I put the glue right on. You can use lots of different kinds of glue. I prefer the white glue, this adhesive. It has aloe in it, So that makes it a little gentler on their skin. There is a clear tube glue. This will dry clear so you won't see all the excess. And what I like to do is I like to put a little bitty strip across the top. And I like to let it set and get real tacky so that it doesn't slide around a lot. And then I just gently put it on her eye. Sometimes this part can take a bit. It just depends on how. Also, I should have trimmed this for her little eyes. So like Carrington's will need to be trimmed. Gia's will need to be trimmed. Loxley's will need to be trimmed. But most of the big girls, theirs don't have to be trimmed. But this is going to be too long for her eye. That's okay. Okay, and then they just sit with their eyes closed for just a few seconds while the glue adheres. Because it's so long, it's not wanting to stick. And trimming it, all you have to do is you just pick it up.
Oh no.
Okay, I know, it's because it's too long, baby. I'm sorry. Maybe I have some scissors in the closet.
Daddy has scissors.
On his side.
Yeah.
Don't open your eye.
Oh, I can use fingernail clippers, I think.
No.
Well, these are clean. I just washed them. Okay. So, nothing like the present. All you have to do to trim them is just get something sharp. These are some clean fingernail clippers, I promise. I just cleaned them. And I just took a little bit off so it doesn't hang off on her face. Again, not everybody's going to have to trim. Anastasia will have to trim a lot more than that. And then, yeah, then it'll stick right on.
Will Charlie need makeup?
Charlie won't wear eyelashes.
Well, like,
Okay,
do you know?
now open your eye. Perfect. Now,
Do we only do one?
I am only doing one. Okay, close. What'd you say, Olivia?
I said she looks like a tarantula.
All right, now Olivia, if you'll come here. And Annabelle, if you'll look up. You want to see hardly any space in between the eyelash and the fake eyelash.
Hey, Mama.
And you just want a little bit of space in the corner. I actually, if I were doing this for competition, I would probably go back and redo that and bring that in a little bit closer. Because to me, that's a little bit too much space. You can always check with Miss Sarah and Miss Scarlett, see what they want. That you can tell that slid a little bit. So I would probably bring it over a little bit more for competition. And they don't want to hear, my child has really long eyelashes. She doesn't need any fake mascara. Close your eyes, Annabelle. Annabelle also has really long eyelashes, and she still needs the fake eyelashes. The reason for that is because your really long eyelashes cannot be seen from stage.
And I still need mascara on my real long eyelashes and the real eyelashes.
It's true. So once you put the eyelashes on, I like to do the eyeliner first.
Yeah, that's right. It's fine, it's just a brush.
Please remember that we are not professional tutorial makers.
Close.
You want to go right across the top of the fake eyelash.
Are we doing a wing?
Yes. And then you just do a wing out to the side. It doesn't have to be very thick. But you want them to match on both sides. Olivia just followed, it looks like she went to the edge of where that stops. I will have to ask Miss Scarlett to see where she wants the wing to go to. And I can always send you guys a picture once that's done. And then once you have your eyeliner on, then you put the mascara on.
This eye is gonna be.
Okay, for the sake of the video, we're gonna skip the bottom eye because that takes a mama's touch.
No, it's just scary monster face.
I know, but she doesn't like when you do it. So you will also need to put, I do a pencil eyeliner on the bottom, and, sorry, Bells. I do mascara on the bottom as well. So that is the completed eye. Then it's time for the blush. Now with
You will
blush,
have to smile.
yes, you will have to smile. And with blush, you put it on and you think you're finished, and then you add 10 times more because nobody ever does the correct amount of blush. Blush.
Smile.
Okay, so see like that? You think pretty, she's done, but she's not.
And you have to put a lot on.
Yep, a lot more blush.
And put on the exact cheek.
And sometimes with blush, you're gonna have to reapply as the day goes on, depending on how far apart your competition is, because it will get
I have
faded.
Under your skin.
Okay, and I think one more thumb of blush will be helpful.
It's kind of like the color of your mouth.
It is kind of like the color of your mouth.
Oh.
What?
You got a little dark spot.
Oh god.
We'll just rub it up on the cheek more.
Right.
Way to go, Annabelle. Okay.
I ruined the
So,
video.
nice and rubbed in, nice and bright. Can be seen from stage. Looks like a scary monster face, but from stage, it is beautiful. Here you go.
Yeah, I know still. I'm under a lot of pressure right now, so.
Olivia says she feels a lot of pressure right now.
Do the whole lip.
Oh,
Both of them.
yeah, thank you.
Because I like it.
I'm just cleaning up underneath Annabelle's eye from the black. Now this is the Lip Sense Blue Red that Olivia is putting on Annabelle. You just follow their lip line. Some of the bigger girls go a little bit outside their lip line to make their lips look a little larger. This does sting a little bit.
Tickles.
Yeah, it tickles. That's what we call it. You need to put on 2 coats of this. So you're gonna have to let it dry a little bit in between each coat.
That was 3.
Okay, Olivia said she thought it was 3. Again, we'll probably have to get Miss Scarlett to clarify. It's a little outside of it. Do you see those lines not straight? All this does is take a little bit of practice. This is a great time for you guys to just get all the makeup that you need, and maybe on a Saturday or a Sunday, or probably even dress rehearsal, you guys can just practice. Thank you, that's perfect. We're only gonna do 2 of these for her for the sake of time.
I did it.
Oh my god.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, so once she has lipstick on, she's gonna have to keep her mouth open and let it dry. Annabelle's a pretty good champ. She likes makeup. She doesn't complain. Some kids, you have to distract them.
This side's bigger.
It's okay.
Ha 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 ha.
Okay, once that is dry, so after about a minute or 2, I normally like clean up while she's
there it is.
doing, while she's waiting. I'll start, no, that's the
No,
oops.
that's the remover.
If you were
Trust
to
me.
have a little accident and like get out of the line, they do have this oops remover that you just rub and you can just take it right off if it's on your skin at all. And then you take the gloss. Then you take the gloss and you just rub that right on top. We normally don't really do lipstick until right before, but sometimes it's easier if you have the first dance of the day or one of the first dances of the day to just go ahead and get it done.
Rub.
All right, and that is how we do our makeup for competition season.
And she basically only did one eye.
Yeah, she just did one eye because it's already a 20-minute video.
Yeah.
So I hope that was super helpful. If you have any questions,
Just look on 2019.com.
okay, don't look on 2019.com. But you can always ask me or even Olivia here. She knows what she's doing. Hope that was helpful. We'll see you next time. What do you say, girls?
Thanks. All right, bye.